Number 5.
Hello, dude.
Yeah, remember this guy? If you ever pissed yourself in your sleep, you do. This creepy guy starts off as just some loud-talking drug dealer, but then slowly turns into this scary-looking snake guy.
You know who I am? Snake. Dealing in weed, coke, crack, your choice. Take one hit and you'll do anything to cop more. Steal from your mama, lie, cheat on your homeboys. But hey, do I look like the kind of guy that would do that to a kid like you? Yes!
Go to the next one! Number 4. Oh, I love this one. And again, it has something of a twist at the end.
It's yours?
No,
Mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must have...
Must have what?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not...
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me.
Answer me, you little punk!
Who taught you how to do this stuff?
Who taught you to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
You stole my drugs, you bastard! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Actually, I love this PSA because I always wondered how the conversation went afterwards. I taught you to do this, son? Yeah, well, you were high while you were doing it, so... Oh, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. So, did you ever figure out where to buy the filters for the bongs? Well, most places like Ace Hardware don't sell them anymore, for this exact reason, of course. But there's still a lot of places online that can hook you up, and for reasonable prices, too. Really? Oh yeah, real cheap. I've taught you well, son. Well, I had a good teacher. Oh. Now that's a PSA I would listen to.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Number 3. People know this one so well they could say it in their sleep.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
This is probably one of the best well-known PSAs ever. But why? I think it's because everybody had a witty retort to say right after the PSA was over. For example, here's a few I heard growing up.
Any questions?
Can you serve my brain with a side order of bacon?
Any questions?
Is that made with real brains or substitution brain beaters?
Any questions?
Can I get mine as a brain Benedict?
Any questions?
Is it true you can't make an omelet without breaking some brains?
Any questions?
Would this technically be considered brain food?
Any questions?
Is my brain part of a complete breakfast?
Any questions?
Are you gonna eat my brain? Because I'm really hungry. Mostly from doing drugs. Actually, this PSA was so popular that it spawned a sequel PSA with this fucking crazy woman.
This is your brain. This is heroin. This is what happens to your brain after snorting heroin. And this is what your body goes through. This is what your family goes through. And your friends and your money. And your job and your self-respect and your future. Any questions?
Yeah, what the hell kind of drugs are you on? Number 2. This is personally one of my favorites. It starts off with a kid in school being teased by the world's most generic and probably youngest drug dealer.
What, chicken?
Did you ever in all your years actually know a bully that actually went brah? Suddenly, we cut to a classroom where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are apparently teaching a class of kindergartners. Aw, dude, how the hell did I miss that class growing up? So the kindergartners say that Joey should get out of there.
You got it. Let's see if Joey's that smart.
And then Joey comes up with the greatest comeback line in the history of victorious zingers.
I'm not chicken, you're a turkey.
Wow, that was cosmic. I mean, you will never hear a greater defense in all of junior high history.
I'm not chicken, you're a turkey.
This insult was so good that the bully had no choice but to stuff himself in his own locker, where he hanged himself with the straps of his backpack. It is that good. And the number 1 greatest nostalgic drug PSA is... Wow, what is this? It must be serious.
This is crack, rock cocaine. It isn't glamorous or cool or kid stuff. It's the most addictive kind of cocaine, and it can kill you. What's really bad is nobody knows how much it takes. So every time you use it, you risk dying. It isn't worth it. Look, everybody wants to be cool. But doing it with crack isn't just wrong. It could be dead wrong.
Oh my god. Where do I start? First of all, look at this show and tell me it isn't somehow inspired by an illegal substance. No sober person could possibly come up with this. Second, didn't he play a drug dealer in the movie Blow? Isn't that just a little contradictory to what's being said here? Third, this is just a few weeks before the infamous movie theater scandal where Paul Rubens was found whacking off in public. Kind of a mixed message there, Pee-wee. I mean, how do you think the follow-up PSA for this went? Hey kids, just remember, crack is whack, but whack's the smack. So whack off whenever you can! Last but definitely not least, Pee-wee Herman talking to me about crack is absolutely hilarious. If it was Paul Rubens, the actor who played Pee-wee, telling me about crack, maybe that could work. But when Pee-wee Herman, not Paul Rubens, says, "This is crack," I die a little inside. I die of laughter. And I know I look very collected and pulled together right now, but when I first saw this, I had to go through hours and hours of laughter to get to this point. I mean, that's hours of oxygen probably taken off the end of my life that I will never get back. It is that hilarious. Look, I love Pee-wee Herman, but this is just insane. Most of these drug PSAs are. Instead of being truthful or honest, drug PSAs just want to scare us and not question the truth behind this government propaganda. I guess they have good intentions, but is it really worth it to go so over the top about a subject matter that many of us probably wouldn't have even known about until we heard about it on TV?
Yes!
Okay, just don't show me that guy again! I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Yes!